In August of 2017, we bought this house here at 204 West Gardenia and remodeled it. So I wanted to give you a look of what the before and after photos look like. Here's the house just right after we bought it. The foliage is probably a little overgrown. It also, keep in mind, this is in the middle of the summer. In fact, it's at the end of the summer where things have grown about as much as they're going to grow. And so looking at this next photo, it's going to look a little sparse, but keep in mind, this is the middle of winter as well. So once the leaves come back to this, it'll look quite a bit different. One of the things that we did that was probably one of the major changes in the way the house looked was we added those black shutters there on either side of the windows, and it changed the look just a lot. And I'm not really sure why exactly, but it really improved the look, because I think, well, maybe it's just the fact that there was just too much white. Before there was all the plants covering everything up. But anyway, I think it looks pretty nice. Here it is again before. You can see all the foliage and so forth is covering up. See those half moon or the half circle places in the wall? There's some wrought iron in those, and you can't really see it. But now that we made those changes, you can see the wrought iron. And we kept that because I thought it had a nice look to it. You can see we took the archway out. And as you can see, we did take a couple of trees out on either side, but it looks nice. I'm pretty happy with it. The living room, pretty significant change here in that we took out the beams that went across the top and down the wall there. We took out the three archways and made one archway, replaced the fan, and of course the flooring. In this house, I think the flooring was one of the major things on the interior that really set this house apart. It's a high quality porcelain tile that with a matte wood finish, so it's not shiny. And I think it'll also be nice in terms of keeping because it won't show dirt quite as quickly and so forth. So that's nice. But I really like the way this looks, and the way we staged it kind of give it a little bit more of a modern look. The kitchen is probably the most significant change. This was a very dated orange countertops, green and yellow wallpaper. Notice it has also the harvest yellow sink. All of that got changed out with granite counters, stainless steel appliances, all new fixtures. It's a one bowl deep sink. So you can put your big pots and pans in there and wash those, and hopefully everything else goes in the dishwasher, right? But I like the way that looked. From a little bit different angle, you're able to see the stainless steel refrigerator that we put in. It does, this particular picture hides the microwave, but anyway, it's nice, and I'm pretty happy with it. From this angle, you can see that this was two rooms, one place for a table and a dining, and that on the left side of this picture. And just to the right side there's a wall, and behind that wall would have been the refrigerator, and then behind the refrigerator is the AC unit, the inside unit for the AC. And we took that and put it in a different part of the house in order to open it up so that it became one big room. And this huge island then with overhang allows you to seat at least 5 people very comfortably around it. So it turned out really nice, and people are generally wowed by this part of the house. The laundry room is coming up next. This is just giving you a picture of what it looks like from the living room. With this laundry room, nothing major. I mean, other than the shag green carpet, I think we would go ahead and change that out. But probably the major thing is the fact that we changed out the panel. And so it's got a new electrical panel, put trim around the window, of course, new blinds and same flooring and so forth. And this used to be 2 rooms, so we took out the pocket door in that wall. So it's all one room now. And in this particular case, the 220 socket and the vent for the dryer remained exactly the same. Everything else got changed, including all the plumbing. It's now PEX, and as I told you about the electrical panel, there was a lot of electrical that got changed out as well. The master bedroom, took out the carpet, of course, put a new fan in, blinds, trim around the windows and so forth, and it's got just a totally new look. Now this picture right here, I didn't have a before picture, but I wanted you to see the all the doors, every door in the house has been replaced with new door jambs and new doors. So we've got new doors on the closet door, and then we added that barn door, which I think also kind of gave it a very modern look. So as we go into the master bathroom, it had two sinks, and then a wall with another door, and it was very crowded and very small, so we decided to take out that wall and door. And then with two sinks, if we just went with one sink, it would give us a little bit of counter space, and that really turned out very nicely. One of the things I also really like about this house is the shower. I love the clean lines. I think it just turned out beautifully. In the hall bath, pretty much the same thing. You have the roses on the wall, the harvest yellow countertops, the fiberglass shower tub combo enclosure. All of that came out, including some walls and some of the studs in there because we replaced those as well. But this is what we ended up with. Same granite countertops, same fixtures. We tiled we put in a cast iron tub with the same tiles we put in the master bath. It's just beautiful. Bedrooms, pretty typical there, just same as what we did before. Put new fans in, new blinds, new trim, new flooring. Same thing here in this next bedroom as well. The backyard was also pretty significant changes in that it was a lot of overgrowth, so much shade that it was very difficult for the grass to grow, and so we needed to kind of clear some of that out. And then there were a couple of trees that were actually creating problems that we needed to correct, so we did take those out. And I hated taking out that very small pecan tree, but we were able to keep and save the larger pecan tree, which again, when the summer comes along or spring comes along, those leaves will fill in and it'll really give a lot of shade in that backyard as well. But at least now we've got enough sun coming through that grass will start growing really well as well. And this is it. This is the final product. We're really happy with it. We did put it on the market, and we've gotten, I think, somewhere around 8 showings this very first day. One of our assistants put it on the internet on one of his blog sites, and he got over 250 hits by around noon, from around 7:30 in the morning till noon. So it's a very desirable house, and I think it's going to do well for us.